Thank you very much, Madam Chairwoman. Today I want to focus on answering this question. If a big infant formula company like Abbott had a bacterial contamination today, would the whole formula market be at risk again? And to answer that question, we need to know exactly how equipped the FDA is to be in the prevention business now that we've weathered the 2022 crisis. Today, if the FDA received a whistleblower complaint about contamination, would it take 4 months, as it did then, to get to the deputy commissioner's desk? And over the last year, have we done enough to give the FDA the authorities and resources it truly needs to be proactive about preventing supply shocks in critical food markets? I know that some of my colleagues today, probably on both sides of the aisle, will be chomping at the bit to bash a federal agency. That's not where I am. Discrediting an agency without figuring out what went wrong and how to fix it is simply malpractice. But I'm not afraid to say that the FDA has a lot of work to do, no matter who that offends. At the same time, I'm also not afraid to say that Congress is part of the problem. We have to empower the FDA for it to succeed. That means that when there's a crisis, we need to give the FDA resources. Last year, 12 Republicans joined Democrats to pass the Infant Formula Supplemental Appropriations Act to give the FDA funding to address and prevent formula shortages. For the other 192 lawmakers who voted no and are wondering why the FDA couldn't do more, you should put your money where your mouth is. But empowerment goes beyond money. A strong FDA must have the authority to know what's going on in production between inspections. And a strong FDA must be able to review present and past testing data to help it make decisions. Even with the best structure, leadership, and resources, the FDA is only as well equipped as its legal authorities allow it to be. An improved FDA is going to take some work, and it's not on any one person that we can fire or blame. This is a complex issue that's going to take real work to solve. Now, as much as I'm dedicated to solving the FDA part of the puzzle, we wouldn't be doing our job if we said that that is the only issue in the formula crisis. Ultimately, formula manufacturers are responsible for producing safe products. They have very few incentives to self-regulate when they are so powerful, but that doesn't mean we can let Abbott off the hook for its negligent behavior. Last year, committee Democrats launched an investigation into Abbott's negligence that Republicans, sadly for me, declined to join. This needs to change. This is partially an FDA problem, but it is also partially a big business problem. And Republicans and Democrats can't pick and choose who to hold accountable. What's more, we have to stop turning a blind eye to consolidation in our food markets. Abbott is one of 3 companies that control 90% of the formula market. If something goes wrong in one factory, there aren't many other options to turn to. That doesn't make for resilient markets. By diversifying supply, competitive markets could cure many of the formula shortage risks, even with the other mistakes that were made. Today, let's not give anyone or anything a pass. But at the same time, let's not make this hearing an attack. There are many common sense moves we can regulate, diversify, and strengthen the infant formula market. Let's learn those lessons today. And let's be successful by setting aside politics to listen and learn and take proactive approaches. That's what I intend to do, and I'm grateful to the chairwoman for convening this important hearing. I yield back.